pastors, professionals, and leaders about the realities of being a man and a father in today's world. Because the truth is, manhood is being questioned, manhood is being redefined, challenged, and sometimes misunderstood. Men are expected to be strong yet sensitive. We're expected to be providers, yet we're also expected to be present, leaders, yet listeners. And many are trying to navigate these expectations without a clear script. So today we're beginning the foundation. What does it really mean to be a man? And what a better way to start it. Reverend Allan Okomeng-Mensah joining us on the show. Reverend, good morning. I trust you're good.
Good morning, boss. By His grace, we're doing very well.
Reverend, let me start from here. When you hear the phrase a man, a real man, what comes to your mind? I mean,
which one do you want?
a real man.
What the society is expecting, or what?
Reverend, can you mean number?
Aye. 2 in 1.
Yes.
Okay. So, for society, they are looking for what I call external labels. But the real man is more made up of internal anchors. So the external labels is what is putting pressure on people. For the external labels, you are looking for things like, where do you live? What do you drive? Where do you work? Your circle of friends, all those kind of things. And whether you are truly human, do you show emotions? That is how society will define you. But those are called what I call the external scorecard. So you can have all that and be hollow inside.
Yeah.
And that is what is happening to a lot of people. So instead of being grounded in the proper definition on character over image, society has made it such that it is image over character. So for me, a real man is somebody who takes responsibility for all his choices. Every choice you make, you must take responsibility for it if you are that real man. You treat people with dignity. One of the things I keep on telling people is every single human being who walks the surface of the earth is created in the image and likeness of God.
That's right.
So you must treat everybody with dignity. I haven't gone to cemetery and seen any tomb on which it is written, the managing director of. Is your name that
it's
is
just
there?
Your name, yeah.
Yes. So you are not taking those, the external scorecards anywhere. So treat people with dignity. And one of the things a real man must do is having the courage to do the right thing when no one is watching. I'll tell you an interesting story. I went with my family to China. And then, after walking around, we said, let's find a place to eat some Ghanaian food. Ghanaians, we carry our taste buds. We take our taste buds along. So somebody showed us a place. We went in, sat down. Then a Chinese came, looked through the window, went back. Later we found a Kenyan came, looked through the window, went back. And I was asking myself, what's happening? The next thing I saw, Reverend. Apparently somebody I taught in discipleship. And he's been in China for the past 7 years. So imagine nobody is watching.
Yeah.
and you go there and you say, oh, Charlie, because as for here, there's no church member. Let them gone. All the work you have done through
that
the
would have been terrible.
Is gone.
That would be terrible.
So you must be able to do the right thing when nobody is watching. And you must take responsibility for every choice you make. People who develop their lives around excuses are failures. You know the reason why. You can have excuse for everything.
Yeah.
Everything. You have excuse for everything that happens to you. And you will not take responsibility for anything. Because anything that comes your way, you are still going to have an excuse. So for me, if you want me to define the real man, I will anchor on these three things. One, treat people with dignity, irrespective of who and where. Your wife, your children, your houseboy, your housemaid, the watchman, the president of Ghana, the lowest ebb, wherever you meet people, treat people with dignity. Irrespective of creed or tribe. After all, I mean, if you jump into the Bible, is there any tribe?
No.
We are all, and you know the interesting thing about that, God has no grandchildren, so even your children are your colleagues.
Yeah. We are all children of God.
Yes. No, before God, you are all children of God. Yes. So treat them with dignity. Have the courage to do the right thing. Well, that is a measure of how a real man is. Nobody is watching. You can do anything you can. And actually, by societal standards, go scot-free. Because nobody is going to question you. But just do the right thing. Because every action, every word, everything you do is a seed. And once you sow it, it will bear fruit. So make sure that the things you want to reap in life, or the fruits you want to reap in life, are good fruits.
And then take responsibility for your actions.
Responsibility, yes. If you can take these three simple things, responsibility for your choices, treating people with dignity, and having the courage to do the right thing, you're a true man.
You're a true man. If you've just joined us, this is the very first of our Unscripted Fatherhood Series. Reverend Allan Okomeng-Mensah helping us this morning to unpack what it really means to be a man. Now, by societal, definitions, we've done it. And then what it means to really be a man, we've unpacked three essentials, for you as a man. Reverend, I mean, men, there are a lot of expectations on men. I mean, to be a role model, to be a provider, to be a leader, to be a listener, all of that. How can this true man navigate all of these without losing our identity? Because I see that's where most of the bigger problems are.
Let me tell you a truth. I left home as a husband. In less than 5 minutes, I was a passenger.
In another few minutes,
I become a guest to a program. When I live here, I may become a consultant or, so you are constantly being redefined. Constantly. And if you take the maze of your descriptions for a day, if you write them down, you will laugh your head off.
Yeah, you've gone through all of it.
Yes. But the danger is called role exhaustion. When a man becomes so defined by what he does that he doesn't know who he is. I gave you the cemetery analogy.
That's right.
So who you are is how you came into this world, and who you are is how you live the world. You are not an accountant. You are a young man doing accountancy. But you are still Ajiman. Ajiman is still Ajiman.
Yeah.
Today he is hosting a program. But that doesn't change the Ajiman that God made. Are you getting the picture?
Absolutely, right?
Yes. So your identity must precede your role. If you know your values, if you know your convictions, if you have a sense of purpose, you can wear any clothes, it won't change. Are you getting me? You can wear the clothes of a passenger, you can wear the clothes of a pastor, you can wear the clothes of a minister, you can wear the clothes of that. What do you put on? But they don't actually become your skin. I mean, let's figuratively. Today you are wearing a maroon colored shirt. Tomorrow if you wear white shirt, is Ajiman complexion change?
Nothing at all. So this good
So-
black guy.
So don't. Now you get a picture. Yeah. So don't let the clothes define you. You are you. And you are the one wearing the clothes.
The rules should not define us.
Yes. So without the inner anchor I spoke about earlier, pressure of expectations will come and crush you, rather than motivating you to become a better person. Because you're going to walk around with, oh, what must I do? And these people, were they impressed? Even whilst I'm sitting here. I mean, sometimes when you preach, when you get onto the stage and you are preaching, you ask yourself the simple question, are the people listening? Am I impressing them? Am I making impact? If you do all those things, your message will get lost. You get my point?
Yes.
In the same way, if you continue to wear all these clothing about impressing people with your life, what it's going to do is you even forget that you are chocolate in complexion or black in complexion, you are short or tall. You are confused. You are confused. And remember that human beings are made up, we are just like the computer. So you have the software, which is your spirit, and you have the operating system, which is your mind, and the hardware is your body. And the truth is, if you do not format the software properly, there will be total confusion. So that internal anchor or inner anchor must be perfected. That when Ajiman walks out of this studio and somebody meets you in Labade, it's still Ajiman. When somebody meets you in Kumbungu Yonyo, it's still Ajiman. When Ajiman is walking on the streets of New York City, it's still Ajiman. Whether it's in China, Bulgaria, Iran, Israel, anybody who knows Ajiman sees you and is so that, oh, I met Ajiman, full stop. Don't let people say that, oh, I met Ajiman, but I didn't recognize. No, they are not going to say that you don't look like what. They say, I didn't recognize you. You know what that means? It means that the software has been corrupted.
Yeah. They saw something that is not.
Yes. So they didn't recognize you did not mean that your face is not still Ajiman. But your software is totally corrupted. So it is this inner anchor that men must build on. Your values, your convictions, your sense of purpose are the things that must define you, not the clothes you wear. The clothes you wear, like I said, you left home as a husband. I don't know whether you're married.
Yes, yes.
Married. So you left home as a husband. You left home as a father. But in a certain spate of time, you became a driver.
And now a presenter.
And now a presenter. Very soon that role will change. You will get back into the office. You get me?
Yes.
You're no more a presenter. Next time you are working somewhere as a friend. And people are torn, they are being tossed to and fro. Bob Marley put it this way, they are in a rat race. And in the rat race, you know the interesting thing? The rats are running, but they don't know who is leading. They don't know where they are going. One saw one running, and the others started following. So they are all running. And it is happening to a lot of men. They are running. But they are along the line. They are wearing too many clothes that it is beginning to weigh them down. Whereas if you allow your values, your convictions, your sense of purpose to be the anchors of your software, that is your spirit.
You won't lose your identity. Yeah.
I don't care who I meet. I'm still Okomeng-Mensah. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
If I meet a schoolboy, I'm still Okomeng-Mensah. If I meet a pastor, I'm still Okomeng-Mensah. If I meet the president, I'm still Okomeng-Mensah. I'll show them reverence according to what it is. Even reverence to the young man is even sometimes better than reverence to your peers. Because he is the one who is imbibing, you know, he has a lot of space on his hard disk. And the interesting thing about all men out there and all human beings is we have unlimited storage capacity. We have no delete button.
So sometimes we don't get to choose what comes back again.
Because people are absorbing things that are affecting their software, affecting the hard disk. And it is not adding any value to them.
This has really been revealing, honestly. Remember, there's another part where usually we say, men don't talk. Men just, men. Why is it like that? The pressure, the finances, why is it that men find it difficult to even to express whatever we're going through, even to our own families? Does it come back to this same?
Is it real strength? Real strength. It's not the absence of feeling. You can develop all the coping mechanisms, but it ain't going to change nothing. You got a point.
Yeah, I got it.
It won't change anything. Rather, I would prefer people having the capacity and ability to manage feelings. A man who cannot cry at his child's funeral, may it never happen that your child does. But if you can't cry, if you can't admit that you've made a mistake, if you can't admit that you need help, you are not strong.
You can't take responsibility.
You are not strong. You are destroying yourself. And this self-destruction is not strength. You have, like I said at the beginning, you have developed coping mechanisms or defensive mechanisms. You smile whilst you are burning inside. You are showing things that you shouldn't show. So, healthy masculinity must balance. You hold the two, but you must balance it. That is why I'm saying that you must manage your feelings. You have to manage your feelings. If you can't manage your feelings, you are dead. Because what is going to happen is you are going to be shredded into pieces. Although you are working as a whole person. You must have the backbone to lead. Again, the openness to be known.
Yeah.
Jesus wept. True or false?
He did.
David the king danced until his wife was angry.
Yeah.
What about Moses? Showed frustration in spite of having, no human being has got as close to God as Moses. To the extent that he said, God, we've been talking too much. Let me see your face.
Yeah.
But he had his weaknesses. So it is the balance between the two that is important, because Bible's most celebrated men all showed emotions. Why will you expect the Son of Man, the Son of God, Jesus, the Word that became flesh with God and is God? Why will he weep? Emotions.
Yeah.
So show it. I'm not saying you should become an emotional wreck, where the least thing
Crying.
you are crying, and that is not what I'm talking about. But when it is appropriate, and the appropriate times comes, when it is appropriate, show emotions. The Bible says that be angry but sin not. Me, I believe that if you are angry, you must be angry at things you can change. You can't be angry with anything. I get people talking on air and they are angry. I say, what's
the anger for?
What is anger for? You are killing yourself. Because you can't change anything with that. So I believe that you must have the balance. Were you talking about money?
We haven't gotten to money yet.
Okay.
We're just about getting to money. This message says the Reverend is doing justice to this issue. These nuggets are crucial for our mental well-being and wellness. I need his contact, bro. We'll get to that, okay? We're going to get to that.
Ask him whether physical contact or area contact.
Please, Reverend is talking. Is it physical or what? But Reverend, let's get into the bit of finances.
Yeah.
What I just want to find out how far the responsibility goes. Sometimes back in the house, it looks like beyond provision, men, that is all we are supposed to do. So someone will say, oh, I've done this, I've paid the fees, I've done that. What else do you expect from me? How do we marry both provision financially, and what other things do we do as men in that?
So a man, of course, if you go back to what we call first mention, when God created Adam, the first thing he gave him is work. So you must be productive.
Yeah.
I'm not saying rich. You must be productive. Your life and the time you are spending here on earth, this transition, you must do something. Do something. The other challenge with the doing something is, as a father, you can recycle yourself in your children.
Yeah.
Without letting them become who God wants them to become.
Wow.
Yes. Every single person who is made by God is made with a software, talent, gifts, and abilities that will make them succeed here on earth. And they have the space to succeed. But you can destroy that by saying that I'm an accountant. I have a lot of accountant books, so become an accountant. So your child becomes an accountant for
you. Yeah.
And you know the interesting thing? The richest people on earth are those who are doing what they like. And they get paid for it. Very simple. And some of these richest people, have funny lives. Bill Gates stopped school, true or false?
He did, yeah.
Steve Jobs.
Uh-huh.
Bramson cried MC school. So I'm not saying don't get educated. I'm not saying don't get money. But make sure that what you are doing rhymes with your talent, gift, and abilities. You know the reason why? When you do that, you don't age. Because you have no stress.
You enjoy what you're doing.
What you're doing. When you wake up in the morning, anybody, I tell people, I frighten people by saying that anybody who loves Friday and hates Monday is not doing what he likes.
Going through the motions.
So it coming back to the question, in our African setting, provision is primary. But what is provision? The reason is if you are a man or a father or a husband, you can so provide that you become tiasiawu. Your family does not have you, but you are giving them what you think they need. Do you know how children spell love?
I know.
They spell it time, T-I-M-E.
Presence.
T for togetherness. They want physical, that punch, that thumbs up, that something. And that emotional presence. Come, what is it? What is worrying you? How did school go? All those things are what the children are looking for. Then you must be intentional. Intentionality. Purposeful, not just physically there. You can decide that today, you are going to teach somebody a lesson on how to be a good person. One of your children, or even the children in a church. My wife and I have been extremely amazed at how much information our children have gathered over the years about our interactions. They meet, the first one is 41, the next one is 39, followed by 35. When they meet and they are discussing, I can't even remember that it happened, but they have vivid pictures of what happened, where, what, with who, when. And constantly they are recollecting.
You don't even remember.
I don't remember. So, and then, like I'm saying, just like what I said, they want memories. Things that will leave them to also repeat the same thing, because whatever you're doing will be repeated and it will even be enhanced. That is one of the fears that men must have. What you're doing will be enhanced. So if you are absent, that your son is going to say that, oh, by Poppy's self, he wasn't there, so why are you expecting me to be at home? So marriage counseling does not start with the counselor. It starts from the home. The home is a discipleship center, not necessarily strictly Christian, but discipleship. You are creating a disciple of yourself as a man. And it is not only for the boys, it's only for the girls, it's also for the girls. Then engagement. How do you listen? Because children are very interesting. They watch what you do with their mom first. That is the first part of the first layer. How is he treating mom? And then how is he treating us? Does he play with us? Does he even has he ever played? Does he know how to play with sons and daughters, with children, cracking jokes and, let's go and do kelewele in the kitchen, although you don't know how to do it. You know, one of them will do it, but you are there.
Unfortunately, we have to wrap up. My son told me this weekend, he said, "Oh, Papa can cook," and then he said, "Oh, he can heat things." Because you realize that that's if you cook, but he see me heating the food. He said, "Oh, he can heat things." Right, we have just 2 minutes to go.
So 2 minutes to go. What do we teach the next generation?
Just a lesson.
They must be responsible. They must understand that their choices have consequences. And so they must own the choices. Number 2, they must have emotional literacy. Know what you feel, and being able to name it is not weakness. Respect for women. Modeled, not just spoken. You must, when women meet you, they must feel good that they are women. And then your work ethic must be grounded in purpose, not survivor. And then you must have spiritual foundation.
That'll be final for us.
Something bigger than yourselves to anchor your identity in. So that when you are walking around, you know that I am for God, with God, and belong to his household.
Right here, Sunny 88.7. Reverend, I want to say a big thank you to you. This conversation, I feel an air building up, but then we're going to have to end here. Thank you so much. We've been talking to Reverend Allan Okomeng-Mensah. He's been such an amazing, person to speak to. I'm sure for the next few minutes after the show, I will continue this conversation. We'll be back tomorrow at 6:45 to 10 a.m. on the IM Drive.